Greetings, my friends. I'm Viking Brent, back with another frame-by-frame breakdown for Captain America Civil War trailer number 2. We saw a lot of cool stuff in this trailer, including finally getting our first look at Spider-Man. I'm going to go frame by frame through the whole trailer and point out as many things as I can find. Now, quick word about spoilers. I have avoided reading anything about the film's plot or any big event, so I don't have any actual knowledge. However, I am going to speculate a bit based on what we see in the trailer, so if I speculate correctly, that might constitute a spoiler. We open on an icy landscape. Not exactly sure where, but possibly wherever Hydra has Bucky back in the Winter Soldier days. Got the dual key failsafe gag here. You always need one of these to unlock a nuclear weapon or a weapon of mass destruction or something much, much worse like Bucky Barnes' Winter Soldier. Now, I'm assuming that this is a flashback prior to the events of Cap 2. We're seeing wherever it was that Bucky was cryo-stored when he wasn't on missions. And I think we're seeing Cap here in the same location in present day. Note the monitor and the glass chamber in the background. We'll see those again later. Look closely in the page flashes right here. I think that's Captain Marvel flying right to left. Now we've got some UN archival footage, some neat details here in the on-screen text. It says New York, Chitauri invasion. The counters indicate current losses of $18.8 billion in US dollars, 74 casualties. Washington, D.C., the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D., $2.8 billion in losses, 23 casualties. Sam feels really guilty here about stopping 3 small Death Stars from being launched into Earth's atmosphere. Sokovia, Ultron offensive, $474 billion in losses, 177 casualties. Literally counting this in blood and treasure. Scarlet Witch looking especially upset here, maybe seeing footage of Quicksilver dying or something else that's personal for her. In any case, Steve puts an end to it. You got General Ross explaining that people are afraid, because, of course, all 3 of these situations would have ended in black socks and happiness if it weren't for the meddling Avengers. I speculated last time about this explosion happening in some sort of UN organization meeting, and it does look like the United Nations seal on the podium before it disintegrates. Not a great shot, but I think this is Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. Now, this is kind of interesting. There's a helicopter with an Iron Man escape hatch in the bottom, begging the question, what does Iron Man need to ride in a helicopter for? Tony reiterating the basic conflict we saw in trailer 1 about the Avengers needing to be kept in check. Maybe the same helicopter we just saw from a moment ago now landing on what appears to be the prison from a Sylvester Stallone nightmare, possibly to house any heroes who don't get on board with the Sokovia Accords. Speaking of Sly, did everyone hear the rumor this week that he might be joining Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for a Tango and Cash reunion with Kurt Russell? The only thing that can make this better is if at some point during the film they get Stallone to scream, "I didn't break the law, I am the law!" But that's just wishful thinking, I can admit. Really need to see a bit more of this moment from the first trailer, where before it played as Tony kind of being a prick, now it plays like Tony giving Cap some earnest advice about how we don't always get what we want. Picking up with the tunnel chase from the first trailer, Bucky trying to escape Black Panther on a motorcycle, probably not going to work out that well. Audi promotion checking in. T'Challa only leaps over the finest German automobiles when outrunning motorbikes. Speaking of which, tuck and roll, Bucky. Tuck and roll. I love this moment after Tony activates his pimped out Apple Watch. He and Bucky fight over the Glock. Now look at his face when Bucky pulls the trigger. Downey is so great there. His eyes are screaming, "Holy crap, that guy just tried to kill me." Here's Cap outrunning an explosion, maybe from the medical facility in trailer 1. Also, take note of the exterior of this building. We may see it again later. Now watch what they do here. Bucky in the underground bunker raises his rifle. Then we cut to a shot of War Machine taking a glancing hit from some sort of death ray, which begs the question, who just shot Rhodey? No one on Cap's team that we've seen in this trailer has energy blasts. So is it a stray shot from Tony's repulsor? Is it from Vision? Or parties yet unknown? There's a neat detail right there where you can see a readout of the damage to War Machine in Tony's HUD. Anyway, the editing subliminally suggests Bucky is pulling the trigger, but I don't think that's going to be the case. You got a call back to Thor ripping off Tony's faceplate in the Avengers, and it looks like the German airport on fire behind them as Tony looks forlorn. Again, the cut to Bucky subliminally suggests that he's the object of Tony's gaze, but I think they're trying to create the idea in the audience's mind that Bucky's being blamed for some heinous things. Then again, he did just try to shoot Tony in the face. A very brief look for now at Crossbones in the back of the panel truck. Note the IFID symbol on the wall probably means Wakanda and that medical building we've seen a few times now. Check it, there's a motorcycle in the background here, maybe belongs to Bucky or Cap, or Romanoff for that matter. A different shot from that bit in trailer 1, again outside the medical facility. Natasha and Tony chatting, maybe at the new Avengers HQ. Cap in a rundown apartment, maybe a safe house that Bucky's been using. Back in the underground compound, definitely feels like Tony's going to pay Cap back for the black eye, and that is going to leave a mark. Note Bucky raising his rifle in the background here, probably a match to the earlier shot. Also, look close, it looks like there's a figure behind the glass, so that could just be like the arms and head of a chair. There's a cool detail here. You can just make out what looks like LEDs inside the eye slits before they light up. Iron Man unloading, possibly at the airport based on those drop guards in the building behind him. Cap still outrunning the explosion in the medical facility. Bucky and Black Panther throwing down on the roof when Airwolf shows up. Notice they don't seem to care about hitting T'Challa, or maybe he's the one they're gunning for. In any case, Black Panther, not really concerned with your small arms fire. Black Widow not looking happy as the airport explodes around her. Very interesting stuff here as Wanda hexes Vision in Avengers HQ. Notice there's an arm or a leg of somebody on the floor at her feet, already subdued, I guess. Hawkeye doing what he does best, except this time Ant-Man is along for the ride, slipping through Iron Man's fingers. It's cool to see those Ant-Man macro shots showing up here. Good shot of Crossbones here as he wallops Cap. Check the building in the background here. It looks similar to the one that blows up earlier. And this is a great callback to the first Cap movie. I could do this all day. Reminds us that before he was Captain America, Steve was just a guy who always did the right thing and never, ever gave up. My favorite moment from this trailer, as he and Tony try to kill each other. This seems like an alternate shot of that bit from trailer 1 where Scarlet Witch takes off, and now we can see Ant-Man with Team Cap. Now on the other side, we see Team Iron Man complete with Black Panther and Vision at the very edge of the frame here. And they make you think that's it, but there's one more thing. Quick note that Steve appears to be alone and surrounded here, so maybe this takes place prior to the major airport throwdown sequence. A web line, and then our very first look at your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Look, mechanical web shooters! Mechanical web shooters! Disarms and immobilizes Cap in one deft move. There's those fall guards again on the building in the background. Check out the symbol on his back there. Check out the front of the costume. Check out the boots. It's Spider-Man! Oh my god! Look closely, you can see some pouches on his outfit for Spidey trackers and extra web fluid and such. And of course, check out the lenses on his eyes. He's got a line written just for a trailer. Hey everyone. Hi Spidey. Oh man, I cannot wait for this flick. I am so excited. Marvel has hit it out of the park with the trailers and TV spots for this movie. I really, really think the marketing has done its job well. I can only hope that the film is going to live up to all of the hype. I'm very, very excited to see it. Okay, that is going to do it for now. Hit me back in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Until next time, my friends, may the Norse be with you.